Oh boy, here we go. All right, it looks like we are live now. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Yeah, sorry, I had a little bit of internet problems there. First time in a little while. That was a little bit odd, but hopefully the internet problems are over and we can just have a good stream here. But in any case, yeah, if you've seen the title, obviously we're going to be talking about the RX 6700 XT launches. I didn't get a chance to make a video about it, and then we're of course going to be talking about the RTX 3060 and the insane prices going on there. So yeah. So yeah, we're starting a little bit late here because I had some internet problems, if you hadn't heard me say that before. But in any case, now we're good, we're going. I'm going to start off by answering a few questions here, and then we're going to start talking about all that sort of stuff here. So let's see. Toshko says, I can hear you only on the left channel. Oh, really? Huh. Okay. That's a bit odd. Let me see if I can fix that. Let's go to, I think I know why that's happening. We will fix that. I don't know why that occurred. Let's see. Yep, that would be the problem. All right, I got this. Give me 1 second. This should resolve it now. This should resolve it. I guess. So I just updated Windows. I had a big Windows update to do, and it just changed a bunch of stuff, and so I started having some problems. But yeah, with this microphone I'm using right now, I have to record in single channel because it doesn't really make sense to record in dual channel anyway. I'm not like trying to give you effects of my voice here and there. I'm just trying to get you a nice good mono type of audio coming through. So for whatever reason, after I updated it, changed it to doing dual again, where it's supposed to be some mono. But in any case, Zacho Punky says, feel weird without doing your intro. Lol. Okay, I'll do one of them. Welcome everyone to the live stream. All right, so we got 214 people watching right now. That's great. Karen Walters says, what do you see for budget card prices this year? Hoping for 3050 and 6500 XT to be around 200 MSRP, but the looks of it, NVIDIA and AMD might just inflate the MSRP before scalping. So yeah, the RTX 3050, like realistically, that should be like a $150 card. But considering how things are right now, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's over $200 US, which is ridiculous because you used to be able to get a GTX 960 for $200. But hey, it looks like that's where we're at right now. So that's just what we're gonna have to deal with. If I was to guess, considering that the 3060 is $330, I'm betting that the 3050 Ti will be between 250 to 280, and then if we're lucky, maybe the 3050 will be 200, but it's probably going to be like 230 to 250 in that range. There'll probably be like a 4 gigabyte and 8 gigabyte module will be my guess. But yeah, that's just what I'm guessing. So in any case, we got a super chat coming in from Zacho Punky. Thank you for the 2 SGD. He says, thanks for the intro. Haha. Well, thank you for watching, and thank you for the 2 SGD there. What is that again? Let me look that up. SGD. I always forget these. Currency. Let's see. It's Singapore dollar. Okay, now I remember. Yep. But yeah, thank you for the 2 Singapore dollars. By the way, if you do a super chat during this live stream and you get a hold of me after the live stream, I'll go ahead and get you a link to the Discord, which, by the way, I'm going to go up and open the Discord so I can tell everyone else that we're live right now, so we can get some more people in the live stream here. Let's see what we got. All right, going to the live stream. We are live, bro. All right. So Blue Jay NT says, is there even any 3060 tips on sale? I don't see any anywhere. Yeah, you can get a 3060 like every now and then if you enter like a Newegg Shuffle or you're quick, but it's gonna be like, oh geez, it's like $500+. So that's just, this is not worth it at $500 US. Turned Off says, do you think Intel's HPGs will subsequently, sorry about that, improve RTX 3090 inventory? Do you think it'll even compete against the RTX 3090s? So yeah, the GPUs that Intel's working on right now, it sounds like they're more like 3060 Ti/3070 competitors. And the problem with the Intel GPUs is that last I heard they're being produced on TSMC. So unless they already have a whole bunch of wafers that they've already had allocated to them that nobody else can touch, I find it hard to believe that they're going to be able to produce any decent amount of supply. Justin Vickers says spammer. Someone spamming? Okay. I don't see anyone, but I'll see if I can check. But yeah, I want Intel to, come in and save everyone. And if they do create it on their own nodes, if they create it on like 10 or 7 nanometer on their own node, yes, they could actually produce a significant amount potentially. But if they're using TSMC, yeah, that's not great. All right, and then we got Tristan Lumino says, should I buy an RX 6700 XT or worth waiting for 3060 Ti Founders Edition? Well, I honestly, whatever you can get in your MSRP, that's what I'm going to tell you. Then we got $5 from Fabian. Thank you so much for the super chat. He says, bang for buck, 3060 Ti versus 6700 XT versus 3070. Also, what's the best motherboard for a Ryzen CPU X570B550? Okay, yeah. So for the first question there, which by the way, again, thank you for the $5, I would say 3060 Ti is gonna probably be your best bet for bang for the buck. I mean, you're talking $400, 8 gigabytes is probably enough in that kind of category. By the time texture resolutions and stuff start to become maybe a little bit too demanding, or like you have to turn down your shadow resolutions, by that time you're probably gonna be wanting to reduce a setting or two anyway. If you want a GPU that you're not going to have to reduce settings necessarily for a long time, then the 6700 XT would do that. But with the 3060 Ti, you get a bunch of various stuff. So you get, like, say, the RTX voice, you get the superior encoder, you get the better ray tracing, you get DLSS, which works right now. I don't know where Fidelity FX Super Resolution is at the moment. So you get all that various stuff, and it's $80 cheaper in theory for the MSRP. However, realistically, I would just get any 3 of those that you can find near MSRP, because realistically, right now, it's still very difficult to get GPUs, and it's going to take at least a couple more months before things start to get a little bit easier here. We just came out not too long ago from the whole Chinese New Year. That just happened. Bitcoin mining is like at a crazy high point right now. And so before any of these, good things I've been talking about in my videos occur, it's going to take a little bit of time yet. So yeah, honestly, whatever you can get near MSRP, that's what I would say. But realistically, if you had the choice, I'd say 3060 Ti. Best motherboard for Ryzen CPU, either X570 or B550 is, they're both pretty good, but I've heard some really good things about B550, so I'd maybe look into that. All right, and then, oh yeah, by the way, thank you for the $5 once again, and if you do want to get added to the Discord, just go ahead and get a hold of me either on Twitter or my email after the live stream, and I'll get you a private link. Leonard says, did it launch yet? I think he's probably referring to the 6700 XT. Yes and no. It technically launched. Great, yeah. The Real Dick says, say, let's talk about it. Corey Williams says, system specs. Are you talking about my system specs? If you are, right now I'm using a 5900X, a 3090 Founders Edition, an X570 Tough, and 32 gigabytes of 3600 memory that I have overclocked to 3800 megahertz. So that's what I'm running right now. I've been trying to get, I'm kind of hoping that the 3080 Ti will have a really good Strix model I can get. So I'm excited to see if I can get that. We're getting really close here. I mean, we are probably less than a month away at this point, so that's really good. MS Visual says, need to bring attention that NVIDIA registered dealers in the UAE to have 30 stock, but are selling the cards for like 3 times MSRP just because they can. Yeah, a lot of people are just completely, I don't know who it is in the chain that's doing it, but yeah, there's a lot of profiteering going on. I'll tell you that for sure. Ask Asus for a sample, Justin V says in the Discord. Yeah, actually, I would ask Asus for a sample, but they're really hard to get a hold of. I've tried to get a hold of them in the past because, realistically, I want to try and get a sample of that new monitor that they have, but I just can't get a hold of any reps at Asus. They have like an iron wall between you and any reps. You can sort of get a hold of some reps if you have like a decent sized channel, but for whatever reason, like I cannot get anywhere with Asus. They just redirect me to a website to fill out a form to get video cards for a store. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not a store, buddy. Like, so yeah, I wish it was that easy. I really wish I could ask Asus for a sample, but I simply cannot. And plus, they'd probably want me to do like a full review or something. And I know that you guys aren't really interested in reviews, especially on my channel right now, simply considering the climate. So yeah. Ninja says Asus reps even took back Linus's 3090. They let him borrow. That's rough. That's rough. Yeah, I'm not interested in borrowing graphics cards and sending them back. Not interested. Neon says I want the water-cooled Asus 6900 XT. It looks good. Ja 2016 says best GPU for 1080p with a budget of £400. Ooh, right now, your best bet's probably like a GTX 1070 if you can find one decent used. But even those are really expensive right now. I remember, like being able to buy those for like $180. Now they're like $300+. So, but you can actually get a 1070 used. So there's that. I've been wanting to make one of those videos where I do like the best cards in each price range, but I've just not been wanting to do it because I don't want to tell you guys to buy a used graphics card for over double what it's worth. So I'm waiting for things to get better. Hopefully they do soon so I can start releasing that content. Speaking of content, I want to get your guys' opinion here. So as the next couple of months here, I don't know what's going to happen after the 3080 Ti launches in terms of like, there could be a super refresh, there could be a bunch of news that comes out, or there could end up being kind of a lull. So I'm thinking that I may want to expand my content slightly, and I want to get your guys' idea so that I can maybe either increase my current amount of videos or just make sure that I'm on a good schedule so that I can get good stuff out every single week. But I want to get your guys' opinions. Let me know in the comments. Would you be interested in talking about like gaming news at all? Let me know. Just type either yes or no in the comments. And only say yes if you think you would really actually click on it. If you're not going to click on it, then say no. I just want to get your guys' opinion on that because I may give that a shot and see if people are interested in it. And then we got another super chat from Open Wide. Thank you so much for the $2. He says, how can I get a 6700 XT if the site doesn't even load? Yeah, that actually reminds me, you guys may find this kind of funny. So I have a second channel called Epic Funny Time where I upload tech memes. I'm going to go ahead and link you guys. And my latest meme, let's see, channel, because I just have a little bit extra time here, so about between 1 and 3 times a week. Right now I'm only uploading 1 to 2 videos a week on there, but I will up it to 3 times a week as soon as I have a little bit more time here. I'm just making sure that I don't actually encroach upon this channel. Definitely I don't want to be like taking away any time from this channel, so when I have extra time, this is what I do. And I'll get you guys a link to the latest video, but the latest video was basically a meme mocking the 6700 XT launch. I think you guys will really like it, so here it is in the chat. Go ahead and click on it, watch the video. If you enjoy it, of course, give it a like and then subscribe and hit the bell icon to that second channel if you do enjoy that. I think it's at 295 subscribers, so let's see if we can hit 300 subscribers on that channel. But in any case, thank you so much for the $2 Open Wide. Yeah, it's definitely really difficult. If you want to get a laugh, go ahead and click that video that I just linked in the chat there. But yeah, I had an issue with the site like not even loading and stuff. It was not great. But if you want to get access to Discord, get a hold of me via Twitter or my email after this whole entire thing is done. So whole entire thing meaning the live stream. So in any case, taking a look at the chat here, when I asked, just for a reminder, I asked, hey, would you guys be interested in maybe gaming news? And it looks like we got a yes, 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 no, yes, 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 yes. So it looks like overwhelmingly yes, but there's definitely some no's in there. I think at some point this week or next week, if there's something really interesting that I am actually like really wanting to talk about, I will bring it up, and we'll see, you know, what the type of engagement is, if people do end up really liking gaming news or not. If they do, then I'll kind of work some of that into my videos as well. So maybe I'll talk about a video card, and then I'll throw in a piece of news about gaming news that you know, really affects PC gaming specifically, and we'll try and work that in there and see if people like that. Just to give it a little bit more variety to the content, so we can, you know, broaden things up a little bit. Turned Off says, haha, great meme, multiple counts. Yeah, I don't know if you guys seen, so I'll link it in the chat one more time. If you haven't seen the video, go ahead and give it a watch. But that clip that I took some of the clips that I edited and used in that video from this movie called Super Fast, and I just, like, I'm not a huge Fast and Furious fan, but I just found it to be a really, it's like, it's so dumb it's good, you know. It's one of those movies where it's definitely, like, if you're into spoof movies, it's one you should give a watch. It's for sure good. Turned Off says it's perfect. $1,200 for a 3060 in my country. Yeah, well, that's not too far off from here. It's about $850 to $1,000 US in the US right now, so that's great. Desu VR says, by the way, thanks for introducing me to RGB Swap. I sold my parts pretty quickly through it. You know, I'm glad to hear that. I'm going to be doing another ad for them coming up in I think a week here, or on Monday. I can't remember. I'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, I really want them to take off, because I much prefer it to eBay. It's much lower fees. It seems like it protects both the buyer and the seller more. So it just, and like, if there's 10% that you get more that you get to keep, I think it's somewhere around there, versus eBay, well, then you can actually discount the product more for the buyer as well. So it's just good for everyone. So I do really like RGB Swap. I think that's going to be a good alternative there. And then it looks like we got another super chat coming in here. So thank you, Emil Escurial. So hopefully I didn't, you know, butcher that name there, but thank you for the 20 sec. I believe that is Swedish krona. Yeah, Swedish krona, yeah. But in any case, thank you so much. He says, what specs do you have on your PC? By the way, great Visa. Great Visa. Huh. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, but specs for my PC. I did mention this earlier, but if you didn't hear it, right now I'm using a Ryzen 950 900X. I just threw PBO on it, and then for the RAM I'm using 32 gigabytes of DDR4 3600 megahertz, which I have overclocked to 3800 megahertz, and I have tightened the sub timings. Unfortunately, I couldn't tighten the primary timings on this 32 gigabyte kit. It just didn't really like it. It's like a Hynix kit. I think it's like Hynix DJR or something. Then for my motherboard, I'm using the Asus TUF X570. I've been using that for a long time. And then for the video card, I'm using an RTX 3090 Founders Edition. I'm trying to get my hands on, if I can, a 3080 Ti Strix. I think that'll be the better alternative, because I just don't need 24 gigs of VRAM. It's a little ridiculous. It's way too expensive of a video card, too. It's ridiculous. And then we got, let's see. Hey, please tell me if a 6800 XT is enough to Twitch stream in 1440p while recording the stream at the same time. I'm sure it is. I haven't given it a shot, but I know people prefer NVIDIA cards for streaming. You may want to look into that. But I would be surprised if it wasn't good enough. You know, that would be pretty shocking. Yeah, Joe Valesco says, it definitely is. I have a 6800 XT and it works great for streaming at 1440p 60 FPS. Well, that's good. That's good to hear. I eventually do want to get a 60 FPS webcam as well, because right now my streams are just 30 FPS, and you know, it's fine, but I prefer 60 FPS on everything. In fact, the higher the better. Ninja says, what monitor do you use? That's actually a good question. So right now I'm using a used PG27UQ, which is a HDR 1000 4K 144 hertz monitor. I'm kind of hoping that they get that PG32UQX out, or the Acer, I think it's Predator X32, because both those monitors are mini LED, HDR 1400 and above, I believe, and they also have, I think, I believe they both have 1152 dimming zones, so it's like kind of as close as you can get to OLED. And then on top of that, those monitors are 32 inches, which is kind of nice, whereas this one's 27 inches. And I feel like 32 inches is kind of the sweet spot. And yeah, they also have the benefit of you being able to run HDR at 144 frames a second, whereas with this monitor, you can only use HDR at 120 frames a second. So that's a little unfortunate. All right, let's see. BC Develop says, yes, thought you were already doing videos like that. He must be in response to gaming news. So yeah, it looks like there's a lot of people who do claim that they would be interested in that. So I'll definitely give it a shot here over the next couple of weeks. I might make a video on its own or just work some gaming news into some other news as well. And we'll see what happens there, because I think there's a lot of room to expand into some gaming news if people are interested in that. SkyMage says, what game are you hyped to play? I'm actually really hyped for the full release of Baldur's Gate 3 when that comes out. It's been a great... like the alpha that we have access to right now is absolutely fantastic. So I can't wait till that whole game is released. Dennis says, so have MSRP prices increased? Technically, MSRP hasn't increased. I mean, a little while ago, MSRP on AIB cards did increase, and prices are just going up. And it's going to increase for the 4000 series, pretty much guaranteed. So that's, yeah. Let's see. Graphically challenged. Have you played any recent Alpha Star Citizen patch? You know, a really long time ago, I paid for Star Citizen because I thought like, oh, in a year or two it'll come out. Then I'll use this flight stick I have sitting around and it'll be worth it. And, you know, whatever, I can put $50 down on it. If it ends up not being that great, whatever. It still hasn't even come out yet. I don't know if this game even is going to ever exist at this point. I mean, like, yes, you can play parts of it. But I just had no desire to go back in until it's done, and I don't know when that's happening. It's like, I mean, how many years has it been with this game in development? I have no idea when it's happening. ZK Warrior says, bro, I won the Newegg Shuffle and got a 6700 XT. That's pretty great. That's honestly awesome. How much are kidneys going for? Less than video cards. Let's see. Ninja says 2022 might have Star Citizen campaign. 2025 might have multiplayer already. Oof. I don't know if I am going to care that much by 2025. I mean, they got to get this game out. It's yikes. Desu VR says, I'll be laughing when Starfield comes out and everyone plays that instead. Aman says... can I get RTX 3050 Ti on a laptop? Oh, I'm sure you will be able to, yeah. Then someone says, do you agree everyone should mine to increase the complexity to reduce profits and end the mining boom? I don't care if you mine. I don't care at all. Because, yeah, there's benefits and there's negatives. The negatives being it's kind of a waste of power. The benefits being, yeah, you could drive up the difficulty and make it less profitable for, you know, everyone else to mine. So I think overall... it's probably is a good idea for gamers to mine. Just make sure that whatever mining software that you're using is like not some spyware or something would be my only advice. I just haven't done it myself. I'm sure I probably could have made some money and it probably would have added up to something by now. It just, I don't know. I guess I'm just lazy. I'm just not interested. I don't know. But yeah, if everyone did it, it probably would increase the difficulty. And then we got Leonard Walsh coming in with the €5. Thank you so much. He says NVIDIA 3060 is $850 here. 3060 Ti, 3070, and 6800 XT are $1,200 each. 3080 is $1,800, and 3090 is $3,000. Which one of those would you recommend? I would recommend none because those prices are horrible. But if you had to choose, I guess the 3070. Like if you have no choice, like if you need a GPU, because 3070 is better than the 3060 Ti, and if you can afford it, I guess. But to be honest with you, those are used prices in the US. So basically, if our retailers listed those cards for those prices, you would actually see them in stock. Kind of like if you go over to Amazon, you see RTX 3090s for $3,200. they're in stock. You can buy them on eBay. They're like $2,900. So it is kind of how that's what the market has determined they're worth, I guess. I certainly don't think they're worth that much, but someone does. So, oh, someone's spamming. We gotta give them the old. Okay. Timeout. Bad. No spamming. Yeah, but thank you everyone so much for watching. If you are watching right now, again, if you haven't seen this before, go ahead and click this link if you want a good laugh about the 6700 XT launch. That's the second video on my second channel, so make sure to go support that. And then, of course, subscribe and hit the bell icon as well. Also, if you're watching me right now and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Come on, let's get subscribed. And then on top of that, if you're watching and you are subscribed and you haven't hit the bell icon, make sure to hit the bell icon as well as enable all notifications. Because honestly, if you don't hit the bell icon on your people who you're subscribed to and enable all notifications, you may actually miss some of their uploads, which is very bizarre that YouTube does that. But yeah. Funny person says, don't use buying bots. I agree. Don't use bots that buy stuff for you. The only bot I would highly recommend right now would be BroBot. They just send you notifications when stuff is in stock. Then you click the link and you try your hardest to try and get something. So I've had decent luck with them. They seem to be pretty quick. Duty says the 4080 will come out before I will get my 3080. Maybe. ZK Warrior says, I watch you on the daily. Well, thank you so much for watching. Ryan Page says it should be illegal to mine without a license and scalping should be banned and prosecuted. I don't know if giving people a license to mine makes it any better. If mining got banned, here's what I would say. If mining became actually banned everywhere, I wouldn't care. Because I have nothing invested into it. I know that some people would really not like that, and some people would really like it. I don't really care, but I get why some people would find that to be a overstepping of the government, I suppose. What I wouldn't mind at all would be if mining on GPUs became banned, because then maybe that would actually make it easier for us to get them. But that's just from my perspective of wanting graphics cards. So there's a lot of people who definitely would not agree with that. MS Visual says making it illegal would not help. Yeah, maybe. It's I'm sure even if you did ban it, people would probably still do it, but it's one of those things where it might enough people, if you banned GPU mining specifically, enough people might stop or sell their video cards that it would make it a lot less profitable. It's hard to say. You don't really know for sure. Would it end up actually being a good thing? I don't know. Yeah, how would you regulate it? I don't know. It's one of those things how would you, yeah, it's, yeah. Neon says in countries where it's banned, people mine. Yeah, they'll still do it. I mean, you'll only stop so many people if you did that anyway. But yeah, I don't really have a horse in the race, nor do I really care if it did end up getting banned. Derek Capillo says, how are people getting multiple items from Newegg Shuffle when other people aren't getting selected, making multiple Newegg accounts? No, what's probably happening is they're just selecting really high-priced items and they're getting an option to buy multiple items. It is possible, though you can... I'm not even going to say it. Okay, fine, I'll say it. Technically, you could make multiple Newegg accounts. I have not done it. And they have a warning saying that if you do that, they'll try and find out and ban all your accounts. So I certainly wouldn't recommend it, but I wouldn't be surprised if people are doing that. Someone has 10 different accounts or something. I don't know. Could be. I mean, if you're shipping them all to the same address too, I think they would probably find out if you had multiple accounts. I don't know how many people are doing that, but I'm sure, if there's a will, there's a way. Joshua Fernando says, hello, I'm from Middle East. Is it recommended to buy pre-built from Newegg? I mean, if the price is right, I don't really see a problem with it. Just make sure that it has some sort of warranty or something attached from it from whoever built it. That would be my only suggestion. And then we got a super chat coming in from Jordan Dude OHS. Thank you for the $5. He says, should I replace my 1080 with something newer for VR, ray tracing, and an index? What do you think? Don't want to get absolutely gouged. Right now, I would just hang on to that 1080. If you're into overclocking, you're comfortable with it, maybe looking to overclocking. Typically, I mean, like, just as a... Like, with all my cards, I've overclocked every single card I've ever owned. You can usually just get a free little bit of extra performance out of it. So that might help extend the life if you want to look into that avenue. But I would just hang on to your 1080 right now. And if you can find something for MSRP, go for it. But you might just want to wait this one out. It's just a rough launch from both parties. And we got D Superhouse's Lever Channel Bro. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you so much. Let's see. Brian Kangser says, I have one account and enter every day. It's up, but never go for the same item in the shuffle. I have won 5 times. Oh, that's interesting. That's some pretty good luck right there. I've won the New Egg Shuffle, but like I've actually won it twice, but I noticed that you basically gotta do the worst items. Like if you say, yeah, I'll pay $600 for a 3060, you're probably gonna win. Because not many people want to pay $600 for a 3060. But if you're like, I want the $330 3060, you're probably not going to win. Everyone's talking about graphics cards, but I just want a $19 Fortnite card. There you go. There's a card you can get. How do you get a GPU this year? I have videos if you want to look through my channel, which actually do talk about your best way of doing that. So I would probably look into that. What about 600 for 3060 Ti? Is it a good value? I mean, no, it's not necessarily good value, but like right now, I probably would personally. And I don't want like, it sucks to pay $600 for 3060 Ti because you're just training them to make you pay more in the future. But if you needed one, that's not like horrendous. Like really. Eso Medina says, I got a 1650 Ti for $400. Did I get ripped off? Everyone's getting ripped off who's buying video cards right now. You're not any more ripped off than anyone else, really. DJ Fody said, thank you for the $3. He says, would you ever do a podcast about computers? Maybe I'll do some sort of podcast in the future, but this is kind of taking the place of that right now. However, I have been on the Good Old Gamer and Paul from Not an Apple Fans podcast. So, oh God. So if you want to take a look at that. So if you want to go and take a look at me being in a podcast, that's where you can find it. So I think it's called the Techonomic Podcast. Let's see. Let's see. Ryzen 7 3700X with B550 Strix F. Would it be a good combo right now or wait for new Ryzen APU? Huh. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that if you can get them at a good price. Durivguri, oh man, I'm butchering this. Goswami says, which country are you from? U.S. It actually even says it on all my videos typically. It says right in the U.S. So that's how you know, that's what I'm basing my prices off of. Manuel KLG says, hey bro, I bought a 6800 gigabyte gaming OC for $950. Couldn't wait anymore. Just wanted to finally build my PC. Your thoughts on that card? Gigabyte gaming OC. I haven't seen it. Gigabyte hasn't made like horrible cards. They haven't made like amazing ones, but I'm sure it's fine. $950 is of course a lot considering what was that, a $580 video card, but everything's a lot right now. Let's see. Do you still think GPU stocks will increase soon? Yeah, I do. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it's gonna happen in like 2 months or 4 months, but I think pretty soon it is going to get at least, if not way better, like a little bit better, or at least your chances of getting something should get better. I mean, assuming that like Bitcoin doesn't like skyrocket, then yes. Goswami says Indians love your channel. Well, I love Indians, so so there you go. Stanley Sim says, I'm sorry, I am confused. I was told by ASUS that RTX 3080 increase SGD 400, meaning it's $1,600 MSRP. Is it worth it? Woo! No, the MSRP should definitely not be $1,600. That is a little ridiculous. Sikander Mohammed says, love from India. Yeah, you're not wrong. They're like, my live streams, like the India community are like they really show strong. What games do you play? Right now, I took like a little bit of break from PC gaming just for a bit here. I was playing Demon's Souls on the PS5, and then I was replaying God of War because they had a 60 FPS mode in like the checkerboard 4K. Really, they're both really good games. I'm about to finish that up. I'm not going to give away too much about this, but there was just a big update to a Windows build that like changes PC gaming. It's a kind of a game changer. So I'm going to talk about that in a video probably tomorrow. It's like wild. It works so good I can't believe it. So it's crazy, and you guys, you're going to want to watch tomorrow's video. It's going to be good. Ryan Page says, pandemic surely is a major cause to the issue demand versus supply. Yeah, it is. It's a big contributing factor, and as that kind of resolves itself, as it should hopefully over the next couple months here, that should play a lot less of a factor into it. So then on top of that, let's say so that plays less of a factor in it, and then on top of that, let's say that Bitcoin mining becomes less profitable for whatever reason. Let's just say it happens. I have no idea if that's going to happen. Between those two things, I think it would probably clear up pretty quick. You could probably start getting your hands on GPUs, but we'll see. How do I boo egg shuffle? Well, if that's a legitimate question, you just go to their website and enter it. But there's like bots that tell you when it goes live as well. It happens pretty much every day. Not everything's always a good deal on there though. Matt Randall says, just FYI, people aren't Bitcoin mining with GPUs, my man. Yeah, I know that. They're doing like Ethereum and other coins. I just say Bitcoin mining simply because like Bitcoin determines the market. As Bitcoin goes up, so does Ethereum and everything else typically. It sounds like Ethereum may be going proof of stake now, I think. So that should drop off. However, there are other coins that people will just turn to instead. So that's why I just refer to it as Bitcoin mining. It just makes it simple. All right, thank you for the £5 from Jebs96. Mate, you look like Junie Cortez from Spy Kids. I don't see it, but okay. By the way, I love your channel. Well, thank you for the £5. If you want to get added to the Discord, get a hold of me via email or on Twitter afterwards, and I'll get you a link. And then we got another $5 super chat from Nova Doll. Thank you so much for the $5. She says, I was happy I got a reference 6700 XT from the Shuffle. Getting it soon. Wow, that's pretty awesome that you got one of those. I was trying, but I just simply couldn't. I really want to get one so I can get some B-roll of it and just do a few tests here and there, but I just couldn't do it. So that's a bit of a shame, but yeah, I'm glad to hear that you got that. And again, if you want to get added to the Discord, just get a hold of me, and I'll get you that link. But thank you everyone for the super chats. That actually helps a ton. Are you not going to talk about 11th gen Intel prices? They're horrendous. They're so horrible. Like there's a few kind of on like the lower end that are fine, but like, oof, that 11900K is yikes. Even the 11700K is like, no, not interested. They really need to decrease the price on that stuff. But I will start talking about the 6700 XT in a minute here. AMD should have sent you a 6700 XT. They're not going to send me a 6700 XT because I'm not going to give them a great review. I'm not. There's no way. I'm going to be like, you can't buy one. You know, it's too expensive. And on top of that, it's lacking features from NVIDIA. That's what I would say. That's why they're not going to send me one. And I'd say the same thing about NVIDIA, and nor do I want anyone to send me cards because then I have to sign an NDA, and I don't want to sign an NDA with any company. I'd rather just buy it myself. So I really don't want anyone to send me anything. YouTube Moment says, is Newegg Shuffle working? I lost 3 days in a row. Yeah, it's luck of the draw, man. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Mostly you lose. JST says he's an NVIDIA shill. He won't get AMD stuff. I'm kidding, obviously. You know, I am really excited for AMD's RX 7000 series, though. That's looking really good. So we'll see what happens there. All right. Goswami says, I hope your YouTube channel grows fast and stay safe, bro. Well, thank you so much, and I hope that you stay safe as well. And then we got another $5 super chat coming from Liebot1. Love the channel. Don't change your awesome intro. Thanks for keeping us updated on what's going on. Well, yeah, thank you so much for the $5. Again, if you want to get added to the Discord, just get a hold of me via Twitter or my email afterwards, and I'll get you a private link. I know there's been a lot of talk on the channel about like the stock situation recently, and some people maybe don't want to hear that. It seems like most people are interested, and like it's just that's the news, what's happening. So that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, like every week I just take a look at what the news is that's coming in, and like last week and the week before that we had some news about stock updates that were good news. So that was good. So then that's what I did this week so far. Haven't heard anything about stock, and frankly, I don't know how much more updates could happen there. It seems like pretty much everything good that you'd want to happen on the whole stock situation has been like talked about at this point. We'll see, though. I mean, maybe suddenly crypto will get banned worldwide or something. I mean, that's definitely worth talking about. But as of now, yeah, there's been a lot of talk about supply because there's been a lot of news about GPU supply, and it's just every week I take a look at what the news is, and that's what we talk about. Of course, I determine what's worth talking about, but like I could have made a video on the Intel processors, but like nobody wants to hear about it. It's like seriously, nobody wants to hear about it. It's weird, and I say nobody, but I mean like I could make a video talking about NVIDIA cards. Like the 3080 Ti, and that might get like 40,000 views. I could talk about Intel processors and get like 8,000 views or like 10,000 views. Like it's a big difference. It's just, frankly, Intel processors aren't exciting right now. They just aren't. So hopefully their next generation is, because I would love to talk more about Intel processors. That's why I talk about it on this format here, because that's what it is. It works better that way. So we got Goswami says, how did you get that idea for starting off your videos with that way of turning around? Does it hurt your back? It doesn't hurt my back. Once or twice I did hurt my neck. not too much, but just a little bit. I gave myself like a sore neck or something. How I started it, I don't recall exactly, but I do recall at the time there was that Ricardo Milos meme going around, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was kind of like in the back of my mind while I did it. But there wasn't anything specific. I was just like, what can I do that's silly to draw people's attention in right away? Like, that's just what I was thinking about. So, yeah. How latest I can buy something from NVIDIA or AMD with good price? Couldn't tell you for sure, but hopefully soon you'll be able to buy something. When is Ethereum going proof of stake? I think, let me look that up. That's actually kind of that's something we should probably talk about here. Even though to be honest with you guys, I really do not like talking about Bitcoin that much because I just don't care about Bitcoin. But this affects PC gaming, so Let's see what it is, because that could lead to higher GPU availability. So let's take a look at it. Ethereum's proof of stake may happen sooner than you think. This was 3 days ago from NASDAQ. Okay. Ethereum 2.0 may be coming to a computer screen near you quicker than anticipated, including Ethereum developers. Last week, Vitalik released a quick merge via... I have no idea what that is. I don't care about Bitcoin. Let's see. The proposal works by having slightly altered Ethereum software point its transaction flow at the beacon chain. What are they even talking? Like, I don't care. When is it happening? Like, what is... This is such a long article that talks about mostly stuff that, like, I used to kind of care about Bitcoin. I just don't care anymore. So I just don't care about all the nitty gritty. Let's see. Ethereum proof of stake date, what you need to know. Has been set for December 1st, 2020. Well, yeah, that didn't happen. I don't know. I don't know when that's happening. Put in the chat if you do know. Because let me know. So, yeah, let me know in the chat if you know when it's happening. Shrapnel95 says, you should care. Decentralized technology is the future. It's not going away. I'm scared. Hold me. I don't care. I just, like, I'm sure that someone will make... I don't think Bitcoin's going to become the main currency. I'm sure there will be some type of blockchain technology that becomes a main currency, but I don't care what that is. I don't care when it happens. If you're wanting to get rich off of some sort of coin, you've probably missed the boat, and I don't care. I care about gaming graphics cards. That's what I care about. So let's see. Ethereum miner community is split. We don't know what happens once EIP 1556 hits the network. Well, I'll tell you what does happen when Ethereum goes proof of stake. People's GPUs will just mine Ravencoin or whatever. So this is why I don't really care. Like, it might lead to higher GPU availability, but it's probably not that much. Like, maybe Ravencoin's less profitable or something. But it's still gonna be around. Oh, Heinz Herald says, no, I'm not talking about proof of stake. That's a different thing. Oh, okay. Goswami says, why don't you make build videos? Make build videos. You know, I could give that a test at some point. I just don't think my main audience is interested in that. I think there's a lot of people who do a very good job of that. And I'm not sure if I have much more I could bring to the table, especially when you can't buy anything. So that's kind of... Duty says, LMAO, I have the same alarm. It's the most annoying alarm, and that's why I use it. It's horrible. Dread Knight Gaming says, do you think after crypto crashed there's a chance Flood used Ampere cards on eBay during the Lovelace release? If crypto does crash, yes, there will be a huge flood of GPUs. But will it crash? I don't know. Bitcoin is temporary, gamers forever. There you go. There you go. Yeah, someone was talking... I don't know what the EIP... whatever is. I just pay attention to the stuff that I believe is going to impact the whole gaming sphere. Maybe that does. I haven't looked into that one yet. I'm not. I really don't care about Bitcoin. I only care as far as it impacts gaming. So if I see something that I think is going to impact gaming, might talk about it. Otherwise, don't care. It's just... What's in your PC? Caleb G. I have answered this before, but I got 3090 Founders. All this stuff's overclocked. 3090 Founders Edition, 32 gigs of RAM, 5900X. Those are the main components. Big love from Iraq. Well, thank you. It's Jinaz. Got a 5900X. Customer canceled its order. Oh, well, that's nice. So you got one of those. That's pretty good. Do you accept Bitcoin donos? Unfortunately, no, because I used to have one of those, what was it called? Coinbase, I think, like back like a while ago, and I just deleted it because I was like, yeah, I just don't care. Zeto46 says, if you guys don't know, we're running straight towards hyperinflation and the economic collapse. Yeah, baby. I'm running faster than you, though. Come on. Let's get to that economic collapse, baby. What about Dogecoin? Yeah, Dogecoin. I'm in on Dogecoin, baby. Let's go. That's the only one I care about, Dogecoin. My friend and I literally do have like $100 or $200 in Dogecoin, just for the memes, which is ridiculous, but whatever. I mean, how much are you really gonna lose? Maybe you'll lose it all. What? Your favorite GPU if you don't want ray tracing? 1080 Ti. Do you trade in stocks? Not really. I was gonna start though. Funny Person 101 says Dogecoin is nice. I own 1 Dogecoin. That is not very much. I think I own like 3,000. I don't know. My friend owns like 9,000 or something. Something like that. I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe Dogecoin will be worth $1, and all of a sudden that 3,000 will be $3,000 or whatever. Who knows? Just buy index funds and leave them to stock trading is overrated. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what to put your money into. Definitely not the person to tell you that. What's the Dogecoin to dollar translation? Isn't it like 5 cents right now or something? Dogecoin will stabilize at 420. Yep. Do you have a regular job besides this? No. Besides this one, no judgment. I did, and now I don't. So, when the pandemic hit, everything shut down, and then I was like, well, I'm just going all in on YouTube. So that's what I'm doing. We're all in, baby. Oh. Vilo just in the Discord just sent a picture of a bunch of RTX cards. Where are you, Vilo? Are you watching the stream? My spelling was so terrible there. Jordan OHS, thank you so much for the $2. He says, is 5900X worth it for gaming over 3900X in GTX 1080? Probably not with a 1080. If you had something faster than that, yeah. Not yet. Need a ride home. Okay. Watch the stream. Have questions. He just sent a picture with like 3 cards, and I'm like, what is going on here? Oh, nice. We got a $10 donation coming in from Shrapnel95. Thank you so much. That's awesome. He says, why haven't they used ray tracing for effects instead of environments like lasers and flashlights on a rifle, pistol, or torch characters holding? Yeah, honestly, I think that's a good idea. And I think, to be honest with you, that'd probably have a more noticeable effect. I think you're right on that one. So... No, I think you're right on that one. Oh, by the way, you're not late to the rant, Jonathan. Yeah, I think you're right on that one. That'd probably be a better use because realistically, like, it doesn't seem to matter that much. When you add it, like, I don't know. I just like ray tracing for me. Sometimes it makes a big difference, and sometimes you don't really see it. I think you're right on that one. I think that would be a good idea. But in any case, yeah, thank you so much for the $10. And if you do want to get added to the Discord, just send me a message afterwards. Everyone who does a super chat during the live stream, if you get a hold of me via Twitter or my email after the stream is done, I'll go ahead and get you a private link. By the way, for everyone who's watching right now, if you haven't seen, here's my thoughts. There's the link. Here's my thoughts on what I think about the 6700 XT launch. Just go ahead and click the link, watch it, and subscribe to the channel. That's my second channel where I post tech memes. So if you want to know how I feel, we just hit over 300 subscribers there. Go click that link and watch the video. Welcome home 777. Thank you so much for the $5. He says, is smart access memory worth a processor and motherboard upgrade? Nah. I don't think so. I mean, it's probably like, what, 3-4% better on average. There's some games where you get like 10%, some games you get like 1%. Yeah. So I don't really think so. Just like upgrade when you want to upgrade, and then when you get that with it, awesome. That'd be what I have to say. But thank you again for the $5, and again, get a hold of me if you want that link to the Discord. All right, Vilo says I'm there. All right, Vilo, what is going on? Why are there 3 cards sitting on a bench with you? You got a 3070, a 3080, and what looks like a 3070 again. Where'd you get those? What is going on here? All right, he's typing right now. 8 gigabytes enough for in 2021 1080p 144 Hz? Yeah, it's enough. Don't worry about it. Did you make the meme with the cars? Yes, I did. He says 3060 and 2 3070s. Oh, I thought it said 3080, but yeah, that's 3060. Yep. Saini says, will the 6800 XT be viable in the future, like 3080 ray tracing performance with SAM Fidelity FX? Yeah, I think it's gonna be like a forward-looking architecture. He said, bargaining chips for a 3090, the Founders Edition deal fell through. Okay. Wait, so you were trying to trade a 3060 and 2 3070s for a 3090? Was that what's going on here? And is it Founders Edition? Jordan OHS, thank you so much for the $2. He says, just DM'd you on Twitter. What's the link for? Yeah, so the link is to get into the Discord. So, yeah, if you do a super chat, you can get a link to the Discord. That's how it works. But again, thank you so much for the $2. All right, but in any case, I think I'm going to talk about the 6700 XT launch rant now. We're going to have a little rant here. So, if you may have noticed, the 6700 XT launched the other day, and it was a launch. Yeah, that happened. I was there the second it happened on what was it? Yeah, AMD's website. I also had a bunch of other websites open. I refreshed, and within 1 second, it came and went. 1 second. But supposedly it had so much more stock. So I guess 8 times 1 is 8 because and I know people say there was actually like a decent amount for an AMD launch, but you got to remember, this is not a normal time. So it basically didn't happen, and it's so ridiculous. And to make things worse, like, I know it doesn't matter what the MSRP is right now because no one's selling for MSRP, but $480 for the 6700 XT is outrageous. The 5700 XT at $400 was already ridiculous. $480 for a mid-range graphics card is not acceptable. That's just stupid. I mean, the 3060 Ti is already kind of a lot at $400, but 6700 XT is just way too much money. It's dumb. It's lacking features. It didn't have Fidelity FX Super Resolution on launch, and I'm super disappointed in AMD. And I can't get excited for AMD launches anymore. Like, AMD has so little stock, and there's so much demand. Like, you think NVIDIA's launches are bad? You cannot get an AMD card. It is so hard. And the only cards available, like the 6700 XT, yeah, you could maybe buy one, but like, unless you were like lucky, you were paying like $800 for it just from a retailer. That's stupid. It's silly, and you shouldn't do it. And this is why I don't get that excited about AMD launches anymore, because it's like, oh boy, here's a card we're not gonna be able to buy. When the 30 series cards launch, I feel like I kind of have a chance. Like I might be able to actually get something. I don't feel like I have any chance at all with AMD. It's not great. Welcome home 777. Thank you for the $5 once again. He says, I had to freeze outside Micro Center to get my 6700 XT, not to mention I had to pay $900 for it. It's a substantial upgrade to my 1070. Holy crap. Yeah, $900 at Micro Center? God. They're even doing that? I mean, I know they're not responsible for it necessarily, but geez, that is, I mean, you're probably talking plus like tax, but man, that is just so beyond reasonable for the 6700 XT. I mean, in comparison to the 2080 Ti, it's technically a better deal than that was, but in terms of a generational improvement over the 5700 XT, which you could actually buy, that is not good. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the only way you're getting an AMD card is for like double the MSRP. It's just it's not a good, nothing good's happening there. But in any case, Vilo got back in the Discord. He said, no 13070 for my bud who has a 1080 Ti and a 3060 plus 3080 for a 3090. That's actually not too bad of a trade. I mean, sort of. Like, you're technically losing out, but like if you really wanted the 3090, that's not that bad. So he didn't show up, it sounds like. That is rough. Jordan Dude OHS says, I DM'd you on Twitter with my YouTube username. Okay, yeah, I'll get back to you as soon as the stream is done. So, GT710, it's getting rough out there, boys. It sure is. He didn't message me back. Yeah, that's pretty bogus. Maybe he's just messing with you or something. But, it's trading people is always a little bit sketchy, because, like, I don't think I would want to necessarily personally trade cards, just because there's a lot of just not well-meaning people out there. And I worry that they would give you something with some sort of problem. Now, of course, it probably has a manufacturer warranty on it, assuming that they didn't register it under their name. But I do get nervous about that. That's why I don't like meeting people in person and doing trades and stuff that much. I prefer using a service such as RGB Swap, where there's some sort of legal agreement happening. I kind of like that better. And then we got another super chat. Thank you so much, J Mill, for the $5. He says, I got my XFX Merc 319 for the list price $569 US. For Best Buy, they just take a week to ship. Well, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's good to hear. Not bad, not bad. Zotac store dropping 3070s. Are they doing that right now? Let's take a look. Zotac store. Let's take a look. Push it to the limit. Oh, they must be dropping something, I think. Let's take a look. RTX. Let's take a look. No. They are. You guys may want to check Zotac's website right now. Now, it's overpriced. It's $750. But the website's not crashing. And there's a Zotac Gaming RTX 3070 amp hollow that is actually available right now, it looks like. It's bizarre. No, I'll keep my eyes on that. See if I can grab one of those maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Well, that's interesting. Let's see. Oh, the website's crashing. There it goes. Zotac is extremely laggy. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's like as soon as I told you guys, all of a sudden. You know what's funny is I don't recall getting an alert, or did I? Oh, yep, I did get an alert. Okay. I did get a robot alert. I just didn't. Well, there you go. There's news on ARC 6500 and 6600. Yeah, I'll probably talk about that. Stuck on Cloudflare, yeah. Zotac, what are you doing? What are you doing? You guys are a bunch of goofs. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Vilo sent me a picture. He said... Oh, yeah, he just never got back. Yeah, I see that. Huh. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm putting this... Saddens me, but I'll be patient, Vilo says. Yep. Patience is key. Guys, I don't think I'm getting this 3070. I don't think it's happening. Oh, maybe I am. Let's see. Proceed to checkout. I think I'm signed in. All right, let's see. Is this going to happen live? Let's see what happens. God, that's expensive. What the heck? Like, what? $750? You guys are crazy. Oh, that's so bad. I could really use the extra B-roll, though, I'll tell you that much. Silvio says, I need a new GPU. My GTX 670 is too slow for everything. That is getting pretty old there. I feel like by the time... I better still be signed into Zotac. I just signed in the other day. Because if I'm not signed in, it's over. It ain't happening. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not really looking forward to spending $800 after taxes for a 3070. But... what are you gonna do? UHD 630 gang? There you go. He knows what's going on. I go in and it got crashed hard. Yep. It's having a bit of trouble there. You know, the other thing I worry about is like, how long does Zotac take to ship things? I have no idea. I do not like Zotac's cards typically. Riley Christensen says, I'm going to die if I don't get a new card soon. Literally. Jesus. Slow production of microprocessors, a big reason to lack GPUs. Yeah, that's pretty fair. God, those 3060 prices, though, I don't know if I talked about this. Those 3060 prices are ridiculous. They're like getting close to $1,000. It's so ridiculous. You said you don't like Zotac anyway. No, I really don't like Zotac anyway. I shouldn't even buy this. I shouldn't even support them. They ask so much money for their cards when, I don't know, they seem very opportunistic in a way that's anti-consumer. I do not like them as a company, but I end up getting cards from them somehow. I like, not my main card, but like my girlfriend's card was a Zotac and it got replaced with a Zotac because you get what you can get these days. It looks like the website's still up though. Like it's crashing, but you may still have an opportunity to try and buy that 3070. Of course, if I don't get it first. Let's see. Honestly, I should have just got a 2070 Super instead of waiting for Ampere launch. Yeah, honestly, looking back. Yeah, okay, so Welcome Home 777 says, yeah, I paid a little extra because it's an ROG card, which much rather give that money to Micro Center than scalpers online. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Yeah, I'd rather get scalped by Micro Center than scalpers. Like, actually. Like, Legacy says, why do you want it to scalp to mine? I thought you were covered. Well, because I can get B-roll of it, and then I can probably just, like, replace my girlfriend's 3060 with it and then sell my 3060 at MSRP to one of my friends or something. Like, why not? Then I can write it off on my taxes. There you go. It's a win-win for me, baby. JNS, thank you for the $5. He says, hey, from Redmond, Washington, I believe. I'm still rocking a 2070 Gaming Z. Don't take my card. I'm taking it. I'm going to get there before you. Sayal says, sell it to me. Yeah, the problem is, like, if... Oh, geez, could you imagine how expensive it would be if I bought a 3070 and then resold it to someone? Because I'd have to pay taxes and shipping, and then you'd have to pay taxes and shipping, and it'd end up being like $900. It would be so ridiculous. What's the oldest card you have right now? I had a 780 Ti. But yeah, thank you, JNS, for the $5. If you want to get access to the Discord, go ahead and get a hold of me, and I will get you that private link to the Discord. Zotac store is still we're still trying to get in here. This is the moment of truth. We'll see. It's probably too late. It's always too late. It's still having trouble. Their website's just down. This happens to me a lot though. Like, I'll get it in my cart. Oh, here we go. I'm not signed in. Fantastic. Well, it's over now, boys. This isn't happening. Well, let's see. Somehow, I'm not signed in. It must just sign you out all the time. Yeah, Zotac is still dropping them. I'm just going to see what happens here. Maybe we'll get something. Maybe. Where? Yeah, funny person, LOL 101. They're dropping them right now on ZotacStore.com. So head over to Zotac Store if you want to get a shot at that. It looks like you might actually be able to buy something. Maybe. The website keeps crashing though, so we'll see what happens there. And then I'm going to have to do two-factor on my PayPal. Oh, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be an absolute mess. Cloudflare isn't even good DDoS protection. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Let's see. We're in the checkout. We're in the end game now, baby. Let's see if we can pull this off. All right. Continue. Let's see. We're in the end game now. Yep. We're doing this, boys. I'm here trying to buy a 3080 so I can build my PC. I'm trying to play Fortnite on 500 plus FPS, cranking 90s. Dang, that's a lot of FPS there. Here's the question: is this actually gonna work? We'll see. Might. Still can't get into the website. Yeah, it's having some trouble. It's having some trouble. But I'm like in the payment area now. I'm like we're in the end game. We're like Infinity War was getting in, and then now end game is filling out your information. So probably won't be able to get it, but hey, it's worth a shot. Gives us some drama to the stream here. Let's see if we can do it. Loading next step. That's what I'm stuck on. I'm on checkout and the checkout process, and it's loading the next step. Got to pay, and website said no and crashed. Well, you're further than me. Just like, oh, James said he got one. Nice. Nice. Can't even get into the website. The ISO Kid 15 says, I don't get why the Ryzen 9 5900X is always out of stock and sells for like $100 more than it's even worth. Because it uses 2 dies, so it's a little bit harder for them to make. It's additionally just like a lot of people want it. Okay, come on. We're going back to the checkout process again. All right, try this again. All right. Give it another shot. See if we can get through. Oh, I'm having so many troubles right now. What website y'all using? I think we're all over on ZotecStore.com. There seems to be a lot of drops going on there, which is bizarre because it's a Saturday. Was not expecting that. But hey, we'll see if I can get through. Yeah, probably streaming and trying to purchase a video card at the same time where the website's having problems probably isn't the best choice. He says, huh, I'm on Zotec's site and I don't see add to cart or anything. They keep like periodically dropping them, so. Uh-oh, people are saying they're gone. Uh-oh, I might be too late. I might be too late. Website's down. Website's always down. All right, we got 100, I believe, Indian rupee. Thank you so much. He says, the new 6700 XT looks cool. Will they release a physical edition as well for the collectors? I don't know. That's a good question, but thank you so much for the super chat. If you want to get added to the Discord, just get a hold of me afterwards. Funny person says, gone. Nope, nope. Ooh, James says, oh, payment declined. Yeah, well, you might be too late. People are saying gone on Brobot, so it might be a little too late. Anthony Ryan says, why do you need more GPUs? For the B-roll, baby. I only have one on for me. I'm just getting to that B-roll, baby. Have to go now. Subscribed and like. Cheers for the chat. Take care, mate. Well, thank you so much for watching, Ryan. By the way, if you are watching and you're not subscribed for whatever reason, go ahead. Let's get that up, baby. Also, if you haven't seen it yet, you should go check out my second channel and watch that video. I will link the video in the description if you want to get my thoughts on the 6700 XT. Hyroda says they have restock, question mark? Maybe. I don't know. There hasn't been any updates on Brobot. And the website is down hard. Amir says, I thought Zotac cards were the worst. It depends on the card, but there are certainly their fair share of cards that I do not like. Was quick enough. Thanks to Mr. Robo. Thanks, bye, I'm out. Got what I want. The only thing you get on Zotec's site is sadness. You might be right there. Oh, they got the Twin Edge OC White Edition, apparently. Now in stock, apparently. God, this website just keeps not being able to handle. They really should probably do something about that. Let me drop a like before leaving. Yeah, so apparently they are still dropping cards. I just don't know. I shouldn't even be loading 2 pages over there at once. I just don't know if you're going to be able to get one. Funny person says it's literally the Great Depression again. I don't think it's quite that. There seems to be a lot of people with disposable income apparently able to buy video cards. I don't think it's the same situation. Has anyone seen a 3060 Ti since launch and restock? Very limited quantities. Goswami says Q&A video win. Well, this is kind of like a Q&A here. But we might be able to do something like that. It'd be great if we could get past Cloudflare. Yep, we're all with you on that one, buddy. We're all with you. I'm stuck on Cloudflare as well. It's the error 502, connection timed out. Anthony says Zotac dropped 3060 Ti, 3080 this morning, no cap. This is the great suppression. Yeah, the great suppression of video cards. I'm in, but they're all out of stock. It was saying I still had one in my cart, but I don't know about that. Abisek says, first question, who's your favorite actor and why is it Brad Pitt? I don't know who my favorite actor would be. I have a lot of good, there's a lot of good actors I like. Just thinking about it, I mean, Brad Pitt's not bad. Oh, there's so many. I can't even, and I can't remember their names very well either. But yeah, I don't know. I'd have to like put together a list. I can't answer that question for you. I don't know. Is it worth upgrading a 2080 to a 30 series card? Yes and no. Your lips are dry. Go drink water. That's just the way it gets around here. Actually, I do have water right here. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, it's just super dry down here. That's just the way it is. Oh boy, I still can't get into the website. It's probably over at this point. Oh, apparently it's still in my cart. Okay. Let's give it a shot again. Okay. Loading next step. Here we are. We're back again. Let's see what happens. Maybe this should become like a tradition. Sitting here trying to buy video cards. Babrams, I am trying to buy a 3070 on Zotac store, but their store sucks. Babrams says I just got scammed buying 3080s. Why did they ask for a bunch of money? Welcome Home says buy it. What's going on with the 3060s? The 3060s are all ridiculously overpriced. They're like $1,000 now, at least on the used market. It has gotten out of control. It is ridiculous. Yep, still can't get in. I keep getting to like the checkout section and then it just crashes. Let's see. Keanu de Mateus says, is a 3070 worth the upgrade from a 5700? Sorta, yeah. Funny person says, buy it, let the money flow. I am. I'm doing it, but they're not letting me. I'm trying to throw my money at them and they won't take it. Robert Bullock. Hold on. I got to refresh again. Robert Bullock says, what will be better, i9 10900K or 11900K? It depends. I have a 10900K that's not built yet because GPU storage is worth having to sell my 10900K for an upcoming 11900K. No, don't sell it. It's not worth selling it. All right, we're back in again. Here we go. We're doing this. It keeps telling me I have it in my cart. I don't know if I can actually get it, but we'll see. Ooh, their website's really getting hit hard though. Yep, they're coming back in stock again. So, if you're not in the Zotac website, I'd give it a look. Ooh, and it goes down again. As soon as Brobot posts anything, it's over. Zotac just can't handle the traffic. Um, 4K for 12 gig of VRAM. 12 gig's plenty fine for 4K. Yeah, at least right now. Henry Chelston says, agreed, wait till 12th gen if you already have 10900K. Yeah, you don't need 11th gen. It's kind of a shockingly bad upgrade. Like, why can't more manufacturers like TSMC come up? Because it's not easy. You got Intel, you got Samsung, and you got TSMC. Global Foundries is kind of still around, but they don't really make super high performance stuff anymore. So Ryzen CPU for the win. At the right price, yeah. Ryzen's starting to get more expensive, though. All right, we're gonna do this. We're getting it. We're getting that 3070, baby. We're doing it. Like, it keeps telling me it's in the cart. So if it's in the cart and I'm like, I have to refresh to get to the cart again, assumedly I still have one. Like, I'm from 2025. The GPU prices are 5 times their MSRP. Oh, we're back in checkout. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. All right, loading, next step. Here we are again. Here we go. They're so mean what they do to us. A 26 Super is 599 pounds in the UK, which is over 800 US dollars. Insane. Yeah, that is pretty wild there. That's pretty wacky and wild, my guy. Are USB-C ports a must on motherboards now? I think so. I certainly would want one. Oh, it's out of stock. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? All right, well, we tried. We tried. See if we can find... Yeah, they're all out of stock now. I think it's over. Unfortunately, this is the end. They need to just get a better website. Well, that's a shame. But you don't even sound surprised. Well, because I'm not. I figured that'd be the case, but hey, it's a fun time. It's a fun time getting your heart broken. It's a fun time to almost get ripped off. You know how it is. Yeah, their website's crashing again. Are they doing another drop? I don't... Oh, my Lord, this is a mess. But in any case, we have been going for over an hour and a half now, I think. Or no, it's been about an hour and a half. So I think I'm going to wrap this stream up. It was definitely a lot of fun, so thank you everyone so much for watching. If you are watching still, and you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Go subscribe. Also, let's leave it with this. Go watch this video. Go subscribe to the second channel. And good luck trying to get a 3070 from Zotaic's website. So you can watch that video while you're trying to get one. But in any case, yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. And of course, I'll see you in the next video.